Yeah, please.
We're good to go.
We're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the What's Good podcast with your boy Mikey Henk and your boy Nick Teresi. Y'all thought
What's
we wasn't gonna be
good?
back, but we back.
Uh,
Um
How long has it
episode
been?
it's been a minute. First one of
Been like
no,
3 months.
since the Cheetah one, right?
Yeah, we had
Yes.
back to back with Cheadle, and hmm. Our first one was before the protesting in like the beginning of the summer, and then our
Yeah.
last one was during the height of the protests,
Yeah.
and yeah, all that the George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all that stuff going on. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been a while.
It's been a while. I moved. I'm my new house. I live in coming to you live from the internet, but I am in Denver, Colorado now. Grape Street. Um, and my guy Nick is in Chicago.
What's up?
We have a
Yes.
new layout that my EP's been hard at work at. I
Oh
hope you enjoy
yeah.
it. I do. Um, and we got a podcast for you. Nick,
Yep.
what do you want to talk about?
Um. So how was the transition from Iowa to Denver? Tell us a little more about that, because that's a pretty big thing.
Um, the drive over here, like the actual like moving part, it was pretty easy. Well, like it was, I don't know, it was pretty stressful. I moved to the city in a broke down car, just like the Chainsmoker said. Like it was bad, and so it would like pull on me, and it was like really stressful because I was like driving with my three brothers on the way across the interstate or whatever across the United States, and my parents were like driving behind me, and I was like, dude, if this car just like tweaks and like loses a wheel and I just roll and kill all my brothers and me in front of my parents, like that's a bad look. And so like I was like mad stressed about that. And then like we get to Denver, we were like gonna move all of our shit into Grape Street, but Henry still hadn't moved all of his stuff out. So we were like, okay, whatever, we'll come back in the morning. And then we go to like one of the bars downtown, the View House, and then like the Rockies were like having their home opener. So it was like a bunch of people there and I was like stressed out. I was like, damn, like COVID, this isn't gonna be good. And then like woke up next day, started to move everything in, like got it all moved in or whatever. And then like my parents were like, all right, we're gonna leave. We're gonna go back to the hotel. Y'all stay here, have fun. And then like I took one hit and then I sat down on the couch and I was like, wow, like this is perfect. And then like since then it's just been like challenges and sort of like stuff to overcome. Like my car broke and I had to get a new one. And then like for a while, like our air conditioner was like leaking into my room. So I had to like solve that and just like starting to work, starting to go back to the gym and just sort of like managing my schedule and just like living in a pretty good way so far. I've really been enjoying it.
How's the dynamic between you and your roommates?
It's great. I mean, it's great. I really enjoy living with them. It's so nice. It's nice to live with Beef again. I've missed that guy. We have a lot of fun together. I mean, it's a it's a good house. It's a good vibe. We watch a lot of sports, so it's kind of just like there's always the next thing going, and work and gymming keeps me pretty busy. So I'm out of the house. I'm on the road a lot, but it's nice. I
Have
love it.
have
So
you
peaceful.
have you converted anyone into like, not saying anyone could replace Kevin's, but you had Kevin's there when you got home to play Rocket with you. Have you converted anyone
No,
into that Kevin's like replacement?
No, I'd say that's the biggest drawback of the whole moving out here thing is that I'm now in a different time zone and it's just that much more difficult to like game with the homies. You really gotta like instead of like coming home from work and being like, yo, Kevin's, let's run some doubles, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now like it has to be like a little more planned out. It has to be a little more like it takes more work for it to happen and it can't just happen so quickly on the fly. And And like I said, like a lot of times I'll get home and then it's sort of just like a catching whatever end of sports game is on or like getting some food and then off to bed. I go to bed early. I go to bed at like 11:30 these days. You'd be very proud of me.
How is it? Do you agree that like going to bed at a reasonable time is actually kind of fun?
Dude, I love it because then I can wake up early. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like if you don't go to bed at a reasonable time, you're not like you will never wake up early. You know what I'm saying? And I think waking up early is like I'm out of bed at like 7:15 every morning, which is like early to some, not early to others. You know what I'm saying? But like it allows me to have like so much of a morning and have so much of like time to get everything that I need to get done, which is sick before I go to work. And then I go to work and I come home, get ready for the next day. It's crazy. It's a
yeah.
crazy little life I lead.
And like the little things in the mornings are what get me. So like personally, like drinking a hot cup of coffee, like
Oh,
that wakes you up.
we
Um,
have a coffee machine upstairs. It's so amazing. I make coffee all the time now. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's so great.
so what was this of you not finishing the coffee though?
Oh my god. I just like I'll make a pot in the morning because I'm usually the first one up, and then I'll like pour myself a cup, and then I'll pour myself another cup, and then like by that time I'll like have to like run or something. I won't be able to finish the cup, and then it's just like out there chilling to
Gotcha.
be looked at, but like consistently.
And you told me you were on the oatmeal diet. Can
Oh
can
my
you
god.
can you tell me what health benefits you've found out? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, just from looking at you, you look a little slimmer.
Benjamin, baby.
Yeah,
Benjamin. What you know about it? What
slimmer, more color in the face.
Yeah. Well, that's because we got lights going on, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. Oh, I don't know if you see it. You see it? See what I'm saying?
Nice little room tour.
Yeah.
Your AC was leaking from that vent.
Um, not that bad. This window right here, it actually like doesn't close all the way, so it gets mad cold in here, but it's kind of nice. You just have to like dress for the basement. The basement gets cold, and you have to
Yeah,
like be ready to be in there. But if you're ready for it, it's so comfy down here. Isn't that? I can't wait to show it to you, Nick. Nick, my guy, in current events, Beast's birthday is about to happen. Hopefully, by the time y'all see this, right? Yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
And about to see everyone again. It's gonna be nice. I miss
Yeah.
y'all. I miss. Can't
That's
wait.
like so like I go through the weeks and then there's like a milestone, right? Every week or not every
Mhm.
week. I guess like every month like of something
Yeah,
I'm going to do. Like I'm going to go to Iowa City and visit
something to
the
look forward
crew
to.
or yeah. So that's my milestone and that's in 2 weeks. So that
Ooh,
should be
two
good.
weeks. 2 weeks. I'm gonna try
It's
to take a tea
well,
break. I'm gonna try to take a tea break. I've been meaning to take a tea break. I feel like it's
why don't you
a
take
lot.
one after?
Take one before and then just hop back on.
Okay.
It's just like a little bit because it's not that I want to like stop smoking. It's that I feel like I've smoked too much and like my tolerance is literally just too high and like let's just knock it down a little bit.
Gotcha.
Knock it down. Because you have to smoke so much to get high, and it's like okay, let's just go to a tea
And I don't want to be like Larry Contrary over here, but that's going to be tough to do with your roommate situation.
break. The environment.
There's going to be a lot of temptation, I guess, too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just not doing something, and like it's not have you know what I'm saying? It's not having the weed to smoke, so it's it won't be too hard.
Okay.
I got this. I'm built different.
So tell me, so as someone that just finished Naruto, how did you
Ooh.
convince your roommate Beef to watch Naruto?
He started watching it of his own volition, and he actually just told me not like an hour ago that he downloaded like a Naruto like phone game, and
Hmm.
like if he was like okay, and if I'm gonna play this, I might as well watch the show. And I think that like it's a really good show, and he's enjoying it. It's good.
I'm not gonna lie, it left me with not like a sour taste, but I was definitely like ready to be done because I knew the end was coming and it just was super prolonged, right? A lot of flashbacks, a lot of um I guess I if Beef watches this, skip to 5 minutes from this segment. Just a lot of Obito flashbacks. Like, I don't. I've seen that. Like, it made me cry the first time. You're not gonna get me again.
No, yeah,
Like,
it's
like,
they
yeah, no. But I was talking to Max, and he called me, and I was like, bro, I can't really talk right now. Like, I want to talk about this episode. Like, it was just like super sad, and like
yeah.
it hit in the feels. And yeah, what I really liked about Naruto was there's a lot of lessons, and like I could see why it's a kid show, but it was kind of nice, like just being reminded of those lessons. It's
What were
like
the lessons?
kind of like the power of friendship. That's a very
Mm.
basic one,
But
but
that's like a very basic way that they put it, but it's more so just like the power of like being reassuring and being positive and like telling people like, hey, you're not alone. Hey, life is hard, but don't let it
yeah,
get you down. And like the power of like being so what I
there
like the lesson. Go
there's
ahead, go ahead.
almost like positive, like even if someone has a super hard exterior, like on the inside there's something like, I guess, like human about them, right? Like
Yes.
what's his name, Madara, for example. Like that flashback of him and the first Hokage.
Hashirama.
Yep, like that's just like a clear indicator of like this guy isn't just like an evil villain with no heart. Like
I'm
stuff
gonna start talking
happens,
about
and
yes, life gets you down.
yeah.
That's Beef like oversimplified it lovely. He was like, so Naruto is about Naruto just going around to people and saying, hey, don't let life get you down.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's kind of it. But I think like the other big takeaway from me was that like at the end of the day, Naruto like wins, you know what I'm saying? And like it proves that like because Naruto would always get stronger by working together with other people, and Sasuke would always get stronger by being in isolation. And like I think the thing that they're trying to show there, and like the way, and like Naruto would always like make shadow clones to win a battle. That's literally just him working with himself, but like working with others.
Yeah.
And so it's like the way to succeed in this world, the way to like grow more powerful is to work together with others.
Now, have you seen all of the filler?
No.
Okay.
And Beef kind of wants to, and I'm kind of down because it's like, oh, dude, I'll play along.
So I'm watching Hunter x Hunter right now, and I'm liking it because it seems very light in comparison to Naruto. But at the same time, I didn't watch those filler episodes where like you could just have an episode of them trying to find what Kakashi's face looked like a fun
Yeah,
one. Like
yeah,
and like Hunter x Hunter has that, and I like realized that it's like, oh man, this is like, it feels
more
like a
light.
lot. Yeah, it just feels more light, like more kid like, and I kind of
Yeah.
like that more. And what I was saying earlier in our group chat of Hunter x Hunter, of me liking Hunter x Hunter more, is I think for that reason, it just feels really light. And then I thought to myself, well, I only watched the important episodes of Naruto. Like, why would they be light? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, sure, there are some funny moments and uh, some like satirical events, but like I didn't watch
But
all the
yeah, they,
filler.
yeah, they keep it going.
Yeah. So I don't know. I Naruto's good.
I love
I
it.
guess that's how I'm gonna put it. Naruto is
But
good.
one of my friends, Daniel Kelly, he watched Naruto, and he like in the summer he watched it, kind of like you, and he's like it felt like a full-time job at sometimes. Like you just had to like get through it and like
Yeah.
churn through it, and like that's and even when I first watched it, which was like back in like 2015, there was like at times it felt like a full-time job, and I even like took like a hard break because I like spoiled it for myself. I was reading too much about Zetsu.
Yep. Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
get you. You tell Beef not to look at the wiki.
I've not. I've not. I'm doing
Okay.
my best. Just to, I'm Beef's a pretty good anime watcher. He's not new to this, so I just kind of been
Yeah.
letting him do it, and then just enjoying it. Like rewatching it, we're on the Tenchi Bridge arc, and it's just like shit's so funny. Like Guy Sensei's so funny, and like fucking Kakashi and just like Rock Lee. It's like it's I'm enjoying it. It's nice. I've also been watching that Gundam anime, that Iron Blooded Orphans one. That one's pretty good.
Okay. What's that
Yeah.
about?
It's about these like it's a Gundam anime, so it's
Okay.
like about like how this like basically they're trying to like liberate like these different worlds and like Mars and Earth from like oppressive rule, and then like there's some Gundam in there. So it's like a Gundam, it's like got Gundams, but that's not its whole thing, and it's like doing other stuff, which is really cool. Apart from that, like haven't been watching any One Piece, haven't been watching any like Fire Force or Black Clover, like anything. It's just kind of been taking like a little bit of step back to get those like some good sods so we can have an old fashioned anime binge sometime.
What about Boruto?
Beef is saying that we will watch that after he's done with Shippuden, and I'm like, I'm down, dude. I'm fucking down.
Okay.
I think there's
Yeah.
like 90 episodes of in dub, so it's like, that's not too much. It's like 4 days, 5 days,
That's 4 days.
dude. There's
That's 4 weeks for me.
yeah, there's a lot of free time when you have it. When you have free time, you can spend it really well around these parts, which I really
Gotcha.
like. Um, what else do you want to talk about, big
I
guy?
mean,
Sorry,
you're
this
talking
is
about free time. Someone that doesn't get a lot of free time, uh, especially in the pocket, my boy Nick Foles. Um, yes. So yeah, that was just some transition skill, you know.
what do you know about it?
Um, did you watch the game last night or
I did not.
did?
I was at work,
Okay.
but
Did you hear about it?
I did not. Talk to me about it. Because I was gonna ask you because that's their second loss, right? They're 5-2 now.
Yeah.
And hopefully they were gonna win, and I was gonna be like, Nick, like, where's all the excitement? I understand that like you have to be cautious with your excitement, especially given like the Bears history. But like if my team's 5-1, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, yo, catch this dick. You know what I'm saying?
So
But
so here's the thing. We're
talk to
we're
me.
5-2, but like the strength of our opponents that we beat, they're not too good. And the fact that we haven't really like blown anyone out, we always win by one score. Uh it's a testament to the Bears defense, but it's also a testament to the lack of offense that we have. And I honestly think our O line is probably one of the worst. And the fact that you have a bad O line and then you have an immobile quarterback, uh, and
True.
then
It's just
inconsistent play caller in Matt Nagy, uh, I don't think it's a recipe for success. And the only reason why I think we're doing well is the defense.
so what are we? What 6 wins?
No, I think we can get 8 wins and make the. So there's an extra seed in the postseason now, so I think we
Mm-hmm.
could be in there. We play the Jaguars at some point, the Texans. So, um, not gonna book those at W's. We still have to play the Vikings twice.
But
They're not a very good team.
mhm. Have you
Eh,
voted yet, Nick?
no, I haven't.
Me either. I think I'm gonna vote tomorrow. Pretty excited about that whole thing. What's your take on the election?
Um,
Think the Republicans are gonna be sneaky again?
I don't know. I think
I'm getting optimistic. It's tough.
I mean, based on early polls, they say Biden's in the lead, but you know
And like
how those early.
voting numbers are really high up. And I was like getting really excited about them. And then
I
Beef
th-
and Sam were like, yeah, Republicans vote early too. And I was like, fuck, you're so right. Like,
yeah,
uh, yeah.
I don't know. I picture in my head like young people will vote early because like it gets something out of the way, and then old people will vote early because
They don't want to be in
they don't want
the
to stand in line for a day.
yeah.
So I don't know. 2016 Hillary was up early, so uh, you just have to stay level-headed. I think if
and go do your job. You know what I'm saying? Go vote
so, when are you gonna vote?
tomorrow, baby.
Do you know the early poll near you?
Mm-hmm. It's actually
Okay.
like right down the street.
Okay.
Drove past it on the way to the gym today. I was like,
All right.
oh, how about that?
Have your roommates voted?
I don't believe so. I think Sam and I are gonna go tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Hmm.
Have your roommates voted?
Nope.
When are we gonna get you out of there, man? When are we gonna get you out of there, dude? So many since I've moved here, so many people have been like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna move to Denver. I think I'm gonna move to Denver." And I gotta be honest, like, can you imagine like all the day ones, all living right next to each other? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Don't you guys have an extra room?
It's tiny, but yes, we do.
Does it fit a computer?
Probably, yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Anyway. Um, on to podcast news. Did you talk to me about the Kanye Joe Rogan episode?
Honestly, it was kind of like a little like information session about Kanye, his thought process, and then like his election thought process and like why he's trying to run for president. Apparently he's on like 17 uh ballots, 17 state ballots. So, yeah,
Cool.
he's definitely going to be getting some votes. Probably taking some votes from both parties.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Uh, he's a very spiritual person. He kind of wants to like recreate the church in a way. He wants to have like very mass, like bigger mega churches. It seems like stadium churches. So he made a reference. He was like, "Hey, so you know soccer chants, like where the whole stadium is chanting. He wants that, but like in a church, where everyone is just chanting like hymns and stuff and singing." So, I thought that was
Okay.
interesting, and apparently he's building a massive worship area. I don't know. He's
Building a
doing so.
massive structure in
Yeah.
Wyoming.
Yes.
I need to go see it. I need to go see it.
Chance will
I don't
probably be there. His
chance.
boy. So did you watch it? Listen to it a little bit?
No.
Okay.
No. Kanye, I'm okay with I'm okay with not understanding Kanye, gotta be honest, especially from now on. That sounds terrible. Everyone should be understood and everyone deserves to be understood. But like, I, I don't know. Especially now that you said that, like, not a big church guy, Nicholas. Not. I don't know. I think everyone's relationship with a higher power should be like their personal own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that like in the Bible, Jesus was all like, yo, like go like seek each other, you know what I'm saying, and build a community. And like that is cool. It's cool to build community. But I think you can build community no matter what. Like I think that's pretty, I don't know. Coming from me, I've always had a pretty good ability to build a community. And so like if you feel a way about some God, I think that's just between you and that God that you feel a way about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I
So
think that just making like stadiums, that just screams money. You know what I'm saying? Like, how
sure.
much is he gonna charge for people to come like be terrible at singing hymns together and not watch a football match?
So I've had this whole church and money discussion with people that are, I guess, like avid churchgoers, and I was, I guess, discussing or arguing that the church is like a big money maker. And then they were telling me um, that like the church, what it's supposed to be, is like a place of worship and fellowship. So where you can like talk about whatever god or whatever deity you worship among other believers, and like
Mm-hmm.
kind of strengthen your relationship with them, build a community, which then helps strengthen your relationship with God or um,
Your higher
whoever
power.
else. Exactly. But yeah, like, do you think that is, I guess, the church's fault or just like society as a whole? Uh, I guess like capitalism, right? Like you kind of have to make money to stay afloat. You have to pay those light bills. You have to.
But I mean, do you have to build these big ass churches? You know what I'm saying? And like,
Do you have
I
to
don't
have a
know.
private jet as Joel Osteen? You
Yeah.
know, like, do you have to build a gym in your church? I understand, like, these are ways, like, to get people into the church. Um, so I guess it really depends on, like, the church itself and its, like, values. Um,
Which they're always gonna claim as like
yeah,
holy, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. What if a bunch of people worshipped the Lord of the Rings? You know what I'm saying? And like called that book holy and called like those plots holy. And it's like, maybe that's the same thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. And this is not to like denounce like believing in something and like having faith. Like I think it's a really I like I'm not even gonna fuck with y'all. Like I pray to God every night. I can't lie. Like every night I pray and I'm say, yo, like keep me and mine safe, please. That's all I need you to do. I can handle everything else. Just please help me like keep us safe. That's all we got. And like, and it's even just like that, like little like just like free throw of words. You know what I'm saying? Like who even knows it's going to? But like if that gives you some sort of comfort, then like that's great. And you need to like find all avenues and comfort. Life is tough sometimes, and life does get you down. And so it's important to have things that can help you get right. If praying to your God is what gets you right, then please continue to do it. We need you to be right.
So you're not down with Kanye building this huge structure in order to worship God?
Unless it's gonna solve world hunger. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's gonna be completely 100% green and like doesn't contribute to any like carbon emissions. But like, and no, you really don't need to do that. And that's just like that's me like being like I don't need you to do what you're doing, Kanye. Like that's bad. I think I don't know.
So another thing he was talking about was achieving utopia, and
Oh, jeez.
which then got me into thinking um, that's probably like a far fetched idea, but like if he's trying to go for that, I don't think building a huge mega church is pursuing that. I think that's kind of furthering you from utopia, right? Because people that don't believe in God, you build this huge church, you're kind of like isolating them, I guess, in a way. Um, it's like, why would I be a non-believer and go into a church of that's the size of a stadium? Like, maybe
Because
they
Kanye told you to.
vote for Kanye. He told me to
No,
on the
no.
podcast. Um, and
What did
then,
you have to say about the election?
um, you know what? He kind of dodged a lot of questions about Trump, and but he did say next year he would run as a Democrat or at least try to. And then he also said something about, oh man, oh yeah. So Joe Rogan asked him a question and it got kind of awkward. Joe Rogan asked him, so you know running for president means you have to interact with people of foreign countries, leaders that may not be too friendly to you. Like, how are you going to do that? And Joe Rogan was like, you have the strongest army. You have this, that. And Kanye didn't really know how to answer. And then he said, well, I think the first thing I would do is to talk to them and figure out their problems and then have my team. I was like, okay, I mean, that's a pretty good answer, but it was like super general. And then I was thinking to myself, like, I don't know if he's ready. Like, no
I'll
offense to
vote for the
Kanye, he has probably great ideas. He's a great creative, But like politics is a whole different beast. I feel like, um, as we can see, if you don't really have political experience, it's not gonna go too well. And we're seeing that right now. With what's his name? Orange
Who?
Man,
Donald.
Orange, Captain
45.
Orange,
45.
Captain Orange.
Yeah,
All right.
86 is soon. Dude, I can't wait to be done with this guy. And like literally what, 2 weeks? I mean, obviously you'll still be the president until
They
like
till like next year, till
however.
till like January, I think.
What is
All
you know
right,
what
all
it
right.
really
Wait. Do you
go
think there's
ahead.
gonna be some bullshit? Like he's not gonna want to leave if he takes an
Uh,
L, or do you think he'll just leave?
it's gotta be a resounding L. It needs to be like
He's definitely gonna be salty in some way.
when the Warriors swept the Cavs that one year. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be like, no, listen, you lost.
Yeah.
You lost. There are more people in this country that think you should not be president than do. And for that, you lost. And like that, and it's not even really being done with Trump, being done with Trump supporters. Holy cow. I'm so like they're the top five like worst human beings of all time. It's crazy. Which is crazy because like I know some people that are like, yeah, I think I'm gonna vote for Trump, and it's just like, buddy, what is going on? Like, how? Why are you thinking like this? What is even going on? Thought you were different. And it's like people in like the EDM community that be trying to vote for Trump, and it was like, come on,
You know, a lot of people are voting for Trump just for tax reasons.
money, gotta love it.
Yeah.
I hate. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna vote tomorrow. I'm gonna do what I can. You know what I'm saying, to try to get the future that I want.
Hey, thank God we can vote.
True.
Imagine it was just some dude always in power.
Might get there. We might get there. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I think
Honestly, we'll be fine. I've got hope. I don't have like a lot of enthusiasm. I have a little bit of optimism. I don't know. I don't know. Go vote. Go fucking vote. If I can do it, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm very lazy. Very lazy. But if I can vote, you can vote. And I'm going to. I'll send a pic. You'll see it.
all right.
Um,
Well, someone that needs to speaking of Donald, someone that needs to lay off the cupcakes. Let's talk about Cupcake.
the transition skills. Um, nothing really to cover. It's
What?
just like
Oh,
he
let's
he.
talk about it.
All right,
All right, give us the background from
he
the
put out
top.
that statement that he was like, yeah, I think because he basically like gave LeBron his props, you know what I'm saying? And was like, yeah, I think LeBron like has been one of the most dominant players of like a, a long time, certainly of this era. So like those 2 years that I went back to back on him, pretty sick, right? Pretty sick. It's like, if he's the GOAT, tell me what I am. And it's like, well, listen, those 2 rings, that are your only rings you did get by joining the best team, like the only one that has done this ever, and then you beat him twice.
Is I know Kevin Durant has a podcast. So that his podcast?
I don't know. I don't know
ETC
what he said.
podcast. Well, anyways, he
Maybe.
said it's on the screen. People try to discredit my rings, but honestly, I feel like they're the most valuable
It's
of
on
our
the
era.
screen.
People argue LeBron James is a GOAT, but if I beat him in back to back finals, then what does that make me? And
Oh,
how did you respond?
I said,
That's
I
right.
answered his question. I said, "You're still the cupcake that went to the team that beat you."
Okay. So then Mike, Niall, and I, and you probably had other discussions. We thought, or we are thinking, that LeBron did the same move at the end of the day. He left his team that he was on to join a team. Well, they weren't already a good team, so that's one difference.
He
But he joined them after Bosch declared he was going there, and they became the best team. Correct?
became
Okay.
became. Did the Heat beat the Cavs the year before? Were the Heat in the finals the year before?
No. Who did the Cavs play the year before?
I don't know. Did they play like the Magic? Or they might have played like the Celtics?
They lost to.
2008, right? It's 2009 he went to the Heat. I know my
Or
LeBron.
did they play the Magic? Yeah.
Anyway.
So they played the
Anyway.
Magic. Because he went to the
Uh,
Heat, what, 2010?
I thought yeah, 2010.
Yeah.
2009 was the last year.
So yeah, that was when the Magic went to the finals. I think.
And lost to the Lakers, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. And then 2010 the Lakers won again. And then 2011
Yep.
the Heat won. Yeah.
So okay. So he didn't go to the Magic. He went to the Heat. Were the Heat a playoff team?
No.
I think they
Well,
were. They were a first round and done team. So he went there with
in the
his with
East.
yeah. They went there, but the East was better.
Still the
The
East.
Celtics,
Still the
the
East. The
Hawks,
Celtics have always been the Celtics. The Hawks have always been thought they were.
Magic,
Stop it.
Prime Dwight.
For the year.
Okay.
It's a short prime. Although he did just win his chip. Good job. Lakers. LeBron. Why are we all having this
So
conversation? Why are we all having this conversation? Because the GOAT just won his fourth ring. Fourth. How many does KD have?
two
Two. How many? What team did he get him on?
Warriors. But okay, so he went to the Warrior. Does this mean anything to you? He went to the Warriors and was already the best player on the Warriors.
It's KD. He's the second best player in the NBA. Every team that he goes to that doesn't have LeBron, even if he goes to the team that has LeBron, I think he might become the best player on the team.
Sure.
He's that good. I'm not trying to hate. I'm not taking anything away from KD. He's worked hard for what he's earned. He's an incredible basketball player. He's a pretty good person. I don't know too much about him, but I know that he like tries to live his life the way he sees fit, which is perfect. We love that. Love independent people. He's trying to do it. Like I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but let's remember how it started. You got your ass beat, and then you went to that team that was already the best team in the world, and then won two
Mhm.
over a Cavs team that didn't have Kyrie, right?
They didn't.
Maybe 2018.
Either way, he won two. Could have won three probably.
It must be
Didn't
so
get
hard
hurt.
passing to Klay Thompson.
But the thing is, you could say the same thing about Dwayne Wade, Bosch. Bosch was nice. Sure, I guess like on paper the Heat don't look as stacked, but
Steph
they're
Curry and
also
Klay
in.
Thompson are the two best shooters of all time, and that's statistics. Like that's a true statement.
Okay. And
Sure,
what
like
is Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade is the second best shooting guard of third best shooting guard of all time.
Okay. But like, do you not see the comparison here?
I see the similarities, but
Okay.
there are key differences. Just like if you looked at Steven and I, you would see a lot of similarities, but there are very key differences that make them very different. You have to acknowledge people's difference, acknowledge the differences. Can't just and Kevin, you can't just forget about what you did. Like it was cool while it was happening, but we can't remember. You can't just forget. I don't know. And it's gonna be so heated.
So it's not the same thing at its most basic level.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Because Literally no other player has ever done what Kevin Durant did. You know what I'm saying? No one ever has fit those criteria and chosen that option. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. And then it goes against what I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? If you beat me, I'm gonna work my ass off and I'm gonna beat you. Not gonna be like, hey, let's link and beat LeBron.
So what's LeBron's most impressive title to you?
It has to be the Cleveland one.
Number 3,
Against, because who did he beat in the Cleveland one?
KD.
No. Beat the 73 and 9, right?
They didn't have KD on that team.
They didn't have KD. This is the year before when they beat the Thunder's ass. It's 2016. And they came back and they lost 3-1. Yeah, it was sick. 2016. And then I went to Hangout. Well, no, Hangout was before. But 2016, good year. Became a LeBron stan, went to my first music festival. Shit changed. Kyrie hit that shot and it was game over. I was a completely different human being.
Kyrie.
Hopefully he has hopefully the Nets do well.
You know it's gonna be the perfect. So like I have really nothing else to say on this, but I'm just gonna look forward to when the Nets Lakers finals is a thing, and Katie and Kyrie come for Braun.
because LeBron will still be in the league and still be an elite player.
What will be next year?
That starts in December. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. We need to get some fans back in the stands, dude.
Are the Lakers your team?
I didn't say I was a Heat fan. I'm a wherever Heat at fan. But actually, I do. Big
You and
Alex Caruso
Rihanna.
guy. Big Alex Caruso guy. Uh, rock with Frank Vogel. Anthony Davis is incredible. So like, you just gotta appreciate fine basketball. You know what I'm saying? I like the Kuz. Kuz is hilarious.
Big Danny Green guy.
Danny Green can make an open three up my ass, but whatever.
Green
No,
Ranger.
big Caruso guy. And you know that. I'm big. I actually really like his game.
What about Dwight?
Dwight's good. Dwight gives us great minutes. Avery Bradley, like the team's so good, and it's such a team. It's a classic LeBron team where we're like all working together and we're all winning together. I love it. LeBron's pretty cool. Big fan. We continue to stand, and he continues to show us why.
So he's the GOAT in your book.
I think you need to. I mean, yes, he is the greatest basketball player to me of all time.
Okay.
Easily.
On the court.
On and off the court. Okay, so since the Jordan doc, it's been a lot of like, yeah, because we talked about the Jordan doc. Great doc. But since then, I've really understood like Jordan did so much for the game. It gets talked about, like his 6 rings get talked about, and his 6 rings are kind of annoying because like if you put LeBron playing those players, he'd win 6 rings. You know what I'm saying? Jordan's toughest competition was never the person he played in the finals. It was always the people that he played, leading up to the finals. The finals were a win in under 7 games. You know what I'm saying? Whereas LeBron, the toughest people were always in the finals. That's why the finals were always 7-game series. You know what I'm saying? But like the greatness for Jordan comes with his basketball ability. I'm not ever trying to take anything away from that. He's incredible. Jesus Christ. But the way that he changed the game, like LeBron doesn't have the career he has if Jordan doesn't pave the way. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan did so much for the game, so much for the NBA, so much for basketball, so much for like the 90s. He fucking owned the 90s. It was crazy. So like can't throw any knocks at Jordan's greatness. I just think the way that LeBron's been able to do it more consistently at a high level on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? The biggest scandal he's had was that his son was smoking weed. And like
Was he grounded?
Was he grounded in the basement? That Odell thing? I don't know. I bet LeBron was like, listen, don't be fucking stupid, dude. Don't be stupid.
What would you say to your kid?
I would as I listen, I, dude, I would just be like, know that what you put on the internet like has the ability to be around, like be on record. You know what I'm saying? So like, just know that before you do anything. But if you're ready to handle the consequences for your actions, like then you go for it. Go for it. But no, like know these consequences. And let me tell you, like they can be incredible. So you have no idea what like someone else is going to do with your video or whatever that you put on the internet.
You know he's on 100 Thieves or like a
He's already making monies.
esport org. Yeah, he's a
He's
stream.
making money.
Yeah, probably.
Ugh.
You can make money playing Fortnite,
Yeah, I know.
Warzone.
Rocket,
Yeah,
Melee. You can make money playing Melee. You just got to be really fucking good at it.
and not Suspect. Sorry, too soon. But you know Melee. They had that little scandal.
It
Not
was
a little. It was a
it was
lot.
Smash 4. As the people from Smash 4 and Wii U. It was all the
Sky
new people.
Williams.
Yeah. And like D1, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't Mango, it wasn't Leffen, it wasn't Armada, it wasn't like any of those people. I can't wait for a Melee tournament, dude. Like a Melee tournament out here. Oh my
Well,
god.
all right. Before we get too far ahead, who's gonna have a better Space Jam movie?
Jordan. I'm sorry. Like before I even see it.
Okay.
Not saying that LeBron won't kill it. And LeBron's like, but
You gonna see it?
of course, stop. Of course. Of course. That'll be like the one movie that I never watch movies. You know what I'm saying? I just watched Borat 2 last night. Pretty funny. Or
Really? I
Monday
heard
night.
it wasn't as good as Borat 1.
I've never seen Borat 1. I miss a
Okay.
lot of movies. I've been missing a lot of movies. I used to watch a lot of movies, but like for most of my life, I've missed movies.
Yeah, probably when you had a bay.
I just be watching. I just be
Okay.
listening to music. You know what I'm saying? I don't be having bays either. I've been
Yeah,
missing a
no, but
lot
a
of
bay. You
bays.
definitely watch more movies with a bay.
Facts.
At least
Facts.
I did.
Facts. 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 Very
Cause like,
factual statement.
what is it? Going to the mall gets tired after a while.
Facts. Crazy.
Nothing like sitting at home watching a movie
Yeah.
under a blanket.
Nice and warm.
So speaking of
Getting cold
bay,
over there?
huh?
Is it getting cold over there?
Yeah, it's cold. So
Nice.
speaking of bay, when and speaking of Bronny, when you gonna have a kid?
Me? Jesus. We'll see.
My our boy Niall's been talking about it.
Niall wants a kid. I would love the
Wait,
fuck
where
out of Niall's kid.
who'd we vote to be the first one to have a kid?
I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
think it was either you or Niall.
Oh, at the What's Good thing?
Yeah.
Shout out to your What's Good MVP right here, by the way. 2019
Didn't you
MVP.
say you were the glue? Or wait,
Hey,
what
that's
did
not,
you say? I don't
not for me to
remember
say.
what metaphor you said.
Not for me to say. Other people like having me around. That's
Wow,
all that
dude, you're
matters.
so humble.
Not at all. But there's things that are for me
Not
to
at
say.
all
There's things.
talking about his abs in the beginning of the
That's what I'm
episode.
saying. Like, not at all. I'm not at all humble. I'm a very braggadocious person. Like, I think very highly of myself, and I think, and like I want people to know that I think very highly of myself. But there are things for me to say, and there's things that are not for me to say. Big on words. Big on words. Word choice is very important. I do not choose my words lightly. They're very important to me. It's like what I have. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're making a fucking podcast. Like words are what I have.
All right, well, let's talk about some music you've been. Fill us in. Give us something to listen to. Maybe recommend something.
Oh,
Something
music.
new.
Have you listened to the Chachami album yet?
A couple songs that you sent.
The zoo one, at least, hopefully. Very good,
That one
right?
had me dancing.
Very good. The entire album is like he does so many different things with house songs, and like shows the way that it can be chill, shows the way that it can be like really hard, shows the way that it can be a little more like melodic. He was he was in his bag. Like it was a really like not even just like a bunch of really good music. Like it all like went together, and I could really tell that like what he was trying to do, and I really love that when I'm like listening to an album, I can see their mind moving. You know what I'm saying? Or at least like I can have an idea of like what I think. You know what I'm saying? I have a there's like a clear enough picture that I can make it out, and it was so good. Been listening to a lot of house music lately. Um, what you know, the MGK album that was a while ago. Did you listen to that?
Yeah, I loved it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hey, nice. What else?
Why are you surprised?
I just never. I we have.
You never knew
I
I could
never.
love something?
No, 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 no. I just didn't know, and I don't have your music taste like pinned down where I know you'll love something. But at the same
I'm a
time,
wild card.
yes, you're a wild card, very unpredictable, and hard for me to like get my aim right with like songs. You know what I'm saying?
Just like Naruto.
Um, what else? Today I was listening to this this song by Sure Sure called "This Must Be the Place," and it was like turning me up this morning. I've really been listening to a lot of music that's been getting me going. This one song, "Yes" by Kyle. What else? What? It's pretty good. Yes by Kyle featuring Rich the Kid and K Camp. Although I don't like see K Camp's presence at all in the song, and maybe I'm just like stupid, but I don't know.
Do you
But
remember
it
when he was like a big thing? K Camp?
yeah. Wait, K Camp? No, I thought you were talking about Kyle.
Oh. Well, I guess like all those kind of guys were a big thing back. Like
Rich the Kid.
K Camp had that one song. It was like kind of more singing. I don't know. I don't remember, but he had that one song.
Gotcha.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
What?
Oh, didn't Trippy release a new album?
Spooky Sounds, I think is what it was called. I'm not too sure.
Um, I've been listening to
Talk to me about you.
oh gosh, well, it's a little more future.
Okay.
There's a song called Kimi Casanova by
Okay.
Akeem Ali. It's a
Okay.
good vibe. It's like little R&B, little hip hop. I like it a lot.
Okay. One of
Um,
those. I love those songs. Like
um,
that like Summer Walker type of vibe or some shit.
kinda. Um, some JPEG Mafia, if you know.
Okay. Wow, you're hard.
What,
Do you
you don't listen to them?
no, I actually can say this. I don't think I've ever heard a JPEG Mafia song. Or I wouldn't know one if someone was playing it for me, you know what I'm saying?
Some Rico Nasty.
Rico Nasty goes hard. That's all
Uh,
you need to know.
so did you listen to the 21 Savage album?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Of
I
course.
still haven't listened to it.
No, we listen to a lot of rap music here.
Yeah,
Nice.
y'all listen to like artists I don't even hear, like young baby or whoever that was, Baby Smooth. Beef told me. I was like, "What song is that, Baby Smooth?" I was like, "Who?" I was
Yeah.
like, "All right,
I've also been listening to a lot of Money Man lately. You know who he is?
no,
Okay.
see, see,
Drop out like ooey ooey.
who is he?"
Money Man. He's this
Oh, he has
rapper.
that song with Lil Baby.
Yes, but then he's also got
Yeah,
this other song.
Ooey.
Yes, so
Okay,
good.
okay.
That one's good. That was good. I promise. What
So,
else? For the whole Tune Squad thing, I had to listen to the Megan Thee Stallion album called Sugar or Sugar. Pretty short, pretty nice.
who
Um,
for the maiden? What?
for the Tune Squad, which is
What's
like
that?
this. I'm cheating on you, Nick. Jesse and Katrina, who are two of my friends that live out here, we will link up and we'll discuss an album on Instagram Live. And episodes called Tune Squad. And this week, actually later today, hopefully, I think if it's still on, we're gonna discuss the Megan Thee Stallion album, Sugar, that we all listen to. It's like a album book club, basically. It's kind of fun. Don't give me that look, dude. What do you mean?
You cheating on me?
I just, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people recognize the talent, and they want to they want to collab. They want to work together, and
Gotcha.
I love to work with people, and I love to discuss music, and they're fun people to discuss music with. And Katrina feeds me, so which is nice.
The Megan the Stallion album.
Sugar. It's the one with. It's like her only album. I'm pretty sure it's the one with Savage on it. I'm a Savage. Classic.
Okay,
And the
okay,
Captain Hook song. Captain Hook
okay.
song's pretty good. She's got a song with Gunna on there. It's a pretty good album. Short and sweet. It's pretty nice. Trap out like ooh ooh. You think we'll ever go to a music festival again?
I'm gonna start going to these drive-in shows.
You're joking.
I'm gonna start if there's no like,
No music option.
yeah.
I
I
understand.
think I'm gonna need to satisfy myself one day
I,
with one
I
of those.
actually completely understand that feeling. I just don't know. I I need it to be real. You know what I'm saying? I need it to be real.
But it seems like kind of cool. I don't know. There's part of me it's like you can play also the music from your car, so like you could just chill in the car.
And vibe.
Wow, yeah,
That'd be kind of fun.
which would be
I
fun.
do
Or
love a
like
good
around
like
the car, and it's like a
yeah.
tailgate experience, I guess.
Yeah, but I like to be in the crowd. I understand.
You like random people by you?
I do. I do. I do. It's fun.
Really?
Yes. Like, have you ever been around like some random people, but like they like
They
really know the
suck.
words? No,
Yeah,
like no, they're amazing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I've
that.
been.
Those are the times that I love it, where it's like I'm around someone and their energy like gives me energy, or they know all the words, or they're like a huge fan of the artist, or they know a lot about the music, and like then their presence enhances my experience. You know what I'm saying? And I would have never known about this person, or like, or even like in the instance like we don't know about each other. You know what I'm saying? Like at 515 back in 2018, we Beef Cullen and I went and saw Future, and like next to us there was these guys that were just like rapping along the entire time, and in front of us there was a guy that was just like literally rolling up blunts and then like handing them to us. And like that's all like when the random stuff happens, when all like the human beings just like interact with joy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I want to interact with you, I have nothing else to give you but like good vibes. And
Gotcha.
I miss that. I miss that. And I'm wondering, because it's going to be where we are like waist deep in this pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Waiting for it to either bury us or waiting to find like higher ground or a vaccine, which who knows when that'll come. And so I'm wondering, like, is it going to be, 2025 before I go to a music festival again? Am I going to be 30 years old at a music festival?
Probably.
But if I'm 30 years old, am I going back? You know what I'm saying? Can my body handle? I mean, I bet if I keep my body in good shape, then I
Yeah.
think it will be able to. I would just have to like baby myself a lot more. I don't know. These are the things I've been thinking about. And then like the whole like wanting to have a kid thing, like
You might have a family. You might have a
who
job
the
where you don't
fuck
require you to.
knows what
Yeah.
happens? Who knows what is gonna happen to me like going forward? Like obviously I have a plan, but like you never know. You
Well,
literally never
well,
know.
China's having 15K concerts, like
Fucking
15,000 people at a concert in Shanghai. Like,
Devin was just at one over in Japan at like a music festival. Yo, I'm good. I can keep my mask on with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me slide back. I'll be with my crew the entire time. I'm not gonna die there. You know what I'm
would
saying?
you do a self quarantine before a festival?
Before and after.
Okay.
I mean, if I could,
So
I
if
don't know if I
EDC is
could.
like, hey, you guys need to come here 14 days in advance, self quarantine, and then you can go. And then we need proof, or they put you somewhere, and I don't know. Like, would you could you be able to do that?
I'm down to do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to sound like Odell, but like it's a mutual respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Like COVID doesn't want me, I don't want COVID.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't want to get shat on by COVID.
yeah. Sorry, that's like pretty gross and terrible to say. To all the people that have like had suffered losses through COVID, I apologize, and I know it's been tough.
Oh yeah, true. I was making a
But
joke about Odell, but
I know. But I'm recognizing that like my words are maybe hurtful to some. If anyone's watching this, what's good? Um, but like I would be down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go to work. This entire time I've not worked remotely. I've been working at Lowe's. You know what I'm saying? This entire like for a while now, I've been going to the gym. Like, the mask is on the entire time. Don't get me wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's ways to keep individuals safe in a larger crowd. Like the fucking protests. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep us all outside. Hashtag Bonnaroo. Like, all into the moving air. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I would love a music festival. It'd make me so happy. But also, I don't want any people that go to a music festival to have to worry about dying. That just ruins the mood. Ruins the mood. And the mood has to, the music festivals are best when the mood is best. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need the good vibes in order for this to be at its most great, because that's when like a music festival is best, when it feels like an escape from reality and you're like really getting away and you don't worry about anything else. Like, that's why we come back. Anyway, what were you saying, Nick?
I think we're back next year.
2021.
Mhm.
That'd mean a lot to me. I'd appreciate that. I'd go. I'd go. But we'll see. It was just a question. Hopefully, like, I would love to go, but who knows about what life is going to hand me and how I'm going to feel years down the line, because I think we will be in this pandemic for at least like the rest of, I don't know, definitely, I don't even know.
And
Hopefully, I'm hoping that April I can do something like for real fun.
and if we can't go, let's do something.
Where are you trying to go?
Let's plan a trip. Just with people we know and people we can trust to be responsible. Um, I don't know.
We trying to do a Kim K thing?
I I I would love to go. Well, if we want to go during the summer, we could go like somewhere sick in Canada, like with mountains and like
A lake
woods and a lake, and yeah,
in
that's if
Canada?
people have passports.
Sure,
Um,
but get a passport.
you have one?
Yeah, bro, come
Oh
on.
yeah, but would we be able to leave? So if we'd have to stay local, I mean, I don't know.
There's plenty of places
Yeah,
locally. We could get a lake
we
house
could go to
and
like Washington,
yeah, yeah,
Montana.
maybe,
I don't know.
maybe. We'll see.
Why do I have like this love with Montana? Like I feel like it's so peaceful and beautiful over there and like
Because it
quiet.
is.
Yeah, it definitely is, but like I
It
don't
also
know.
has cops.
Cops?
Yeah,
There's cops everywhere.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, okay.
no matter how great it is or how quiet and peaceful it is, there's also evil there.
I see, I see. Well, we're an hour in.
We are an hour in.
Yeah.
What's for dinner?
I just had a smoothies. I'm good.
Smoothie, Nick. What
Yeah.
was in the smoothie?
Um so strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, some Swiss chard, kale and spinach,
Oh
some
wow.
protein powder.
Oh wow.
Uh Usually put a banana, but I haven't gone to a grocery store. Banana's
Wow.
clutch because it adds a little more sweetness.
Yeah, I
So you
love banana.
kind of need that. And
Bananas are
then
really gassy.
almond milk and some Greek yogurt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for the thickness.
yeah. The thickness, baby.
That Greek
Uh,
yogurt's like super good for you, apparently.
Greek yogurt's amazing. Might go get some. Um,
What about for you? What are
I
you
don't
about
know.
to do?
I don't know. Uh, hit up Jesse, see what he's doing. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you have your other podcast.
Yeah, my other show,
Well, I
my other
mean,
friends.
if you want to close this out, tell people where to find you.
Um, you know,
Shout
thank you.
anyone out.
Shout out anyone. Um, Shout out anyone who's watching right now. Appreciate you. I know we've been gone for a while. We'll try to get back to at least like a more monthly releasing of podcasts. I think it's always nice to talk to Nick, and I do appreciate like a good
Yeah.
community outreach. This is a good way for me to reach a lot of people, and especially if we get like if you know what I'm saying, look for us. We're trying to make some big moves. I know we talked about merch the other time, but that's still it's still something we want to do, but it's not something that we are doing right now. But
We should try to definitely get an episode with like each member of What's Good, and then have their own episode like as an introduction. Talk about
wow,
that.
that'd be
I think would be a
crazy.
great series.
That's a crazy idea.
And then
Crazy idea.
you can be like, oh, what's good? Like introducing your crew. All right, watch all these hour-long videos.
Interesting. That's
So
crazy. I
that's an
and
idea.
even just to have like conversations with the crew, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like and like that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. We'll have to try to do that. I'll have to try to do that. Merch, but merch I do want to do. Even if it's just for like for the gang. Because that'd be so sick.
So
Be like one of these.
yeah. We already did a poll. We know people want merch. People always
Yeah.
want merch. So
Yeah. People
it's
always
just
want
like
merch.
now we
Making it
actually have
happen.
to do something.
That's all right. We'll get it done.
We'll
We'll
do.
get it done. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. We like to make these and we like it that y'all watch it. Stay safe out there. I know COVID's annoying personally, but it is still in the middle. We're still very much in the middle of it. So be sure to be safe with your mask. Wash your hands. It still does help a lot. Don't slack on washing your hands. And take care of yourselves. We love you. Bye.
Peace.